We have got a all-new handling mod that sets out to fix issues with the F124 handling model. Hello everyone, we're checking out a new handling mod today where you can only unfortunately get this if you are a PC player, link down below in the description. The big problem in F124 so far has been the handling model has been pretty abysmal for many players getting into the game with the pointiness, the snappiness, of course, and just being able to just sail it off into a corner as long as you crank the wheel 90 degrees in one direction. Well, this mod kind of aims to fix that, and I was putting in some time on it, trying it out and seeing if it was worth the hype, and so far there's some pros and cons here. Now, the handling reminds me a lot actually of going back to F123, which is a great thing. I love the handling in F123, and yeah, it had a lot of similarities to that. However, one thing I was noticing is that this handling mod slows down the pace by a good 5, 6, 7 seconds per lap. And you're going to notice, I'm going to put a side-by-side here of comparing both handlings of the default handling and the new handling mod that we have here in the game. Now, if you're racing against AI, so your pace is going to be dropped with this mod, but the AI as well, it's replicated with them. I had no problems hanging with them. Their pace also slowed down. So if you're okay with slower lap times than what you would normally expect, this mod is fantastic because it really corrects the handling issues that we've seen in F124, and I'll show a side-by-side comparison now and you'll see the pace differences. But on the left side, that is the mod gameplay, and then on the right side is just your normal F124, and you can see me hook it up in turn 1 immediately with that kind of flawed handling system that we have, but you can see immediately the pace differences. So yeah, the mod, it's going to slow you down, but if you're not focused on time trial and you're more focused on a racing experience, it is absolutely awesome to race with this. Now, as well, it is recommended to put traction control on medium. You will notice a lot less grip. I was running here on no traction control, and you can see me slipping and sliding a little bit on some of the exit of these corners, but overall I was pretty happy with it. This mod also comes with a tire wear increase rate, so it will turn a lot of races now into 2 pit stop races instead of just 1 pit stop race, and there's different length choices that you can do, from a 25% length mod as well as 5-lap race, and then the 50% distance and 100% distance, etc. But overall, you can see the dramatic loss in pace now, but it just feels better. Like I said, it feels a lot more similar, very similar to me, to F123, and I personally enjoyed the handling in that game very much. But yeah, I was originally concerned by the lack of pace, and that's why I had to know for sure what it was going to do in an actual race against AI, and that's what we're going to do now. But we've already finished our lap in the mod as we're finally coming to finish our lap here, finish our lap in the original as we finally finish the lap in the mod. But now we come through into an actual racing situation with this mod and see what we can do against the AI as we are underway in that blue Ferrari now, as we get on this run towards turn number 1. Max Verstappen and Leclerc, they're just in front of us now. I'm not going to do the whole race, I'm just going to do enough to kind of get the point across and understand what's happening here. You can immediately see just how much smoother it is, and with the wheel input there, as you see me over there on the left side of the screen. I didn't realize how bad my hair looked until I'm editing this video. I apologize, but you can see me swerving back and forth there because yeah, it does have that violent back and forth, but not quite as violent as the original handling model that F124 has built into the game. Now, I know that F124 is going to be getting a patch that is supposed to be fixing this handling model, and people that have been testing it saying it's significantly better, so we can hope for a patch soon, but it doesn't seem like we have any form of timeline on the patch, so who knows how long it's going to be. And it's also supposed to fix some AI issues because the AI have to be reworked, because we're seeing this big kind of train every episode in like my career mode, which is really frustrating to see, but apparently that's supposed to be getting fixed as well. But along with this mod, like I said, there was increased tire wear, and you can see it already on the right side there. The tire wear is shooting through the roof. So an 11-lap race here in Spa, it's going to turn into a 2 pit stop race, which I think is fun. I always love having more strategy. And I think the big thing with this handling mod is I'm running on a default setup, but it feels a lot more understeery and a lot less oversteery, which of course in the default handling, oversteery, pointiness, sharp, that's kind of the way it goes. So it feels like we're getting a bit of the opposite and a lot smoother. You do notice in the slow speed corners there's still those tendencies though of the F124 handling model that kind of slip around and really hook up at the same time. It's really weird, but you don't feel it anywhere close to as much with this mod. But then you go again through turn 1, it just feels so much smoother. But like I said, you can see here the AI, they slow right down with you. So you're not going to be the only one that's, you know, slowing down on pace because you're using this mod. So I was pretty happy about that, and I think I'm going to maybe use this mod potentially in my career mode series until we get a patch. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe let me know down below if you watch the career mode series if you'd like to see me use this, because overall it even looks better, but you can see still slipping and sliding a little bit. Like I said, the exit of these corners have a good bit of oversteer, but as well it feels a lot more natural when catching a car, where on F124 the original default handling model, when the back end would kick out, you just kind of, you know, jolt the wheel one way and it just hook right back up and you're good to go. It feels a lot more natural to me with this mod. Like I said, another kind of similarity to F123. It really kind of feels like I'm playing like a F123 handling model, just with still a little bit of that rougher around the edges tendencies of the F124 handling model here. But we come in to pit because I had to pit at the end of lap 3. My tires were absolutely destroyed, and then we would go and try to do the undercut. Now I think this would be a good test now as we're on our own here, able to set our own kind of pace and see what it is able to let me do against the AI in terms of trying the undercut on them. Can we actually find the pace and blow past them? You can see they're all still clumped together in front of us, and it looks like about 3 separate packs, but they would all come into the pits, or a majority of them actually, not just about, yeah, every single car would come into the pits at the end of this lap. So that's a bit of a concern though. You don't want to see that. That just causes a bunch of double stacking. So yeah, not a fan of that, but we breezed past all the cars and without any issues. So that was showcasing that, okay, the AI definitely are just as slow for sure. So there's some positives there with the handling feeling a lot better. There's some negatives there. We just saw all the AI pit on the same lap, but overall from a handling aspect, really enjoy what I'm seeing right there. And that's just kind of my final thoughts here is, yeah, the mod itself and the community is working to fix this handling model quicker than the actual company themselves, it seems like at times. But hopefully a patch is coming soon from EA and Codemasters, so we don't even have to worry about this much longer. But certainly if you're on PC and want to give it a go, I will have the link down below in the description for you guys to check out, and let me know your thoughts. That's going to wrap it up for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching and have yourselves a great day.